There's only one God.
Welcome to the Dirty Bag Podcast. I'm your host, Cookie, and thank you, as always, for tapping in with your girl. You could be anywhere, listening to anybody, but you're here with your girl. Here with your girl. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so y'all can see how fine I am. But speaking of fines and money, let me go ahead and I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off. I'm gonna come in real hot today, then I'm gonna simmer it down and I'm gonna bring it in. Baby Gravy, Old Navy, Lakers in 5. Shannon, Sharpe, what are you doing? So y'all, just when we think everything is going right, somebody has a platform that's bringing comedic relief and healing to the world, we get some BS because you don't know how to fucking act. So this man has a lawsuit being filed against him from apparently at the time, 19-year-old OnlyFans worker that he was dating, or should we say his BDSM partner, his play toy, his snow bunny, whatever the fuck we want to call it. This little girl is trying to get this man for $50 million because she's claiming he sexually assaulted her. I'm gonna start by saying this. When I first heard about it, I saw it as a money grab. We all know that man is doing so well. Club Shay Shay is on the up and up. He's up, I think, up for what, maybe $100 million contract or something like that. So it makes sense that people come out the woodworks. Although I typically believe, I believe victims, period, because you niggas is trifling. But in this case, when I saw what it was, because originally I'm like, y'all need to leave Uncle Shay Shay alone. Get a job, ho. You had your time. I didn't know if it was Michelle. I didn't know what skeletons was falling out this man's closet. I didn't know what was falling out his closet. But when it was revealed that she was 19 at the time that they started, sir, you're 56 years old. You're 56 years old. And you know what? As podcasters, we got to be mindful of the things that come out of our mouth because your words will come back to haunt you. When you opening your mouth and you have people's ears, that is an intimate space, but also the internet, don't forget. So I hate to run it back. I hate to be messy. I hate to be messy, but let's talk real quick. Let's talk. Hold on. Let me get this in here. This is the conversation on the nightcap between him.
Trying to shame older men into picking them. Because see, that's the competition. Older women ain't the competition with older women. It's them young ones.
Right.
It's them young ones that come. Yes, that'll do what you want.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me I've been dependent. I pay my bills. I pay the cost to be the boss. You the boss by yourself.
Oh, and you by yourself right now trying to figure out how you gonna rebuild your reputation because literally you work for a station that's under Disney. How do you let this happen? Now, y'all love to come for the seasoned women. And the thing is, we be minding our business. We mind our business. And y'all always find ways to throw us under the bus. Monique sat in front of this man and said, get you an old bitch. You don't need a 26-year-old. You don't need a 36-year-old. She was trying to help him. So sometimes, maybe we may not have a romantic interest in you, but we still see you as our brother, as our cousins, as our sons. We're looking out for you, even though sometimes y'all are not worth the conversation with God. You hear me? You not worth the sinner's prayer. But when folks are telling you things, this man turned down the idea of getting with Yvonne Orgy. And that's where the conversation came from, is that, at 35, 36, she's still a virgin. This man also talked about the fact that he wanted a sinner. This man said, I want a sinner. I personally feel like Chad really tries to look out for Shannon. I really feel like he does. Everybody needs a friend in our life to hold us accountable. So many people sat on that man's couch or across from him on camera trying to help him and guide him through his dating life, even though you a grown-ass man. You old enough to be all our pawpaw. Nobody should have to tell you this, but also this is a testament to what happens when folks get a little money. When you get money, you can tell what somebody really desires. I remember somebody saying, why is it that all y'all baby mamas hit, which is very tacky, first of all. We don't need to talk bad about women like that. But sometimes people get what they can till they get what they want. And I think money will reveal what you want. Now, yes, she was 19, so technically she was legal. She was legal. Everything they had going on, she was legal. However, I have to question the morality of a man that wants to sleep with a 19-year-old. My personal opinion. If you'll sleep with a 19-year-old, you'll sleep with an 18-year-old. If you'll sleep with an 18-year-old, y'all see where I'm going with this. And ladies, pay attention to the men that want to die on that hill of why this was okay. It's one thing for Shannon to do what he do. He's an old freak. We all know this at this point. The man is freaky. But FYI, if you're going to engage in BDSM, ain't it like, aren't there safety words involved? I mean, I got some freaky friends. I ain't never been involved with it. Personally, the idea of somebody tying me up and whipping me, it sounds too much like slavery. Like, why do you want me in chains? Why do you want me in bondage? Like, you want me to go pick cotton when we done? I think there's something wrong with folks that want to engage in that kind of activity. And apparently, there was race play. Shannon, your big black ass let this tiny ass girl, who, by the way, doesn't look a day over 16. She looks like a whole child in the face. That was an OnlyFans worker. So when you're dealing with somebody that monetizes their body, somebody that young, baby, she locked in and clocked in every time she deals with you. The fact that you older men really think these young girls like you, like they actually like you. You crazy as hell. You are a bag. A 20-year-old in 2025 is not the same 20-year-olds. They are not at all the same 20-year-olds y'all dealt with in 1999. These girls are business owners. Their bodies are business. Their time, that's business, it's money. Some text messages were revealed between the two of them where she told this man, I know you missed this $25K per cheek. Baby, you charging this man $25,000 a flapjack? Because she's tiny as shit. She has the body of a 13-year-old gymnast, okay? How you got brick off that, Shannon? I'm so serious. So this girl was getting at least $25K out of him already. Just off connecting, okay? So all I'm gonna say is, I hope that this turns him to smarter pastures, okay? If he makes it out of this, because again, I do feel like this is an absolute money grab. But also, if that's where y'all wanna go, let it snow. But don't turn around and come looking for black women to save you and salvage your reputation, because I can see how this gonna go now. Once this all blows over, I can see Shannon Sharpe going on the talk show or the podcast of a black woman and her speaking life into him and praying over him and him bringing up the fact that he had a praying grandmother, even though he didn't think about her when he was climbing and getting frostbite. Like, I'm not gonna be cool with that, but we see how this is gonna go. So honestly, he spoke this into existence for himself. He really did. He's a freak. He likes what he likes, but he was being irresponsible. When you got money, you got to move different. Hell, when you broke, you got to move different. I'm in Dallas as a creative. You think I'm finna sleep with all? Ask me when the last time a Dallas Negro has touched me, when he has smelled it. It's been a couple of years, y'all. You got to be responsible with your lower regions, because you don't know who's out to get you. You don't know who sees you as a come up. You don't know who. You just don't know. Okay, so we didn't got that out the way. But speaking of black men and children, let's get on to something more safe. Black fatherhood. Y'all see how I did that? Y'all see how I switched that up? We can go from dark to light real quick. So the 2025 NFL draft has been underway, and one of the big hot topics is, of course, Deion Sanders' seed, Shedeur. And I need y'all to help me out. I'm not talking about them folks. I'm talking about skin folks, because y'all are stressing me out. Anytime a single black mother talks about her experiences with a deadbeat and the struggles of raising a child, the first thing y'all say is what? Quit messing with these Pookie and Ray Rays and you wouldn't have this problem. Maybe you should have chose better. Quit talking down on black fathers. Black fathers are active. They're this, that, and the third. All right, cool. We're going to let you have that, even though we know the experiences are valid. But then we have black fathers, amazing black fathers. Let's go ahead. Russell Wilson, stepdaddy of the century. Y'all still clown him to this day, and at this point, Lil Future looks like him. That's his son. We got LeBron. Y'all clown Bronny about being a Nepo baby, how he's not good enough for the NBA. He only got it because his daddy. And y'all throw so many shots at Shedeur. But we know Deion don't play about his kids. Shadrach, Meshach, Shiloh, Abednego, all of them kids. He is a damn good father, and he does what he has to do to ensure success. But yeah, he ain't gonna just let anybody play in his kid's face. So he's been very vocal about what's not acceptable with him come draft. So now today, the boy, he was a 5th round draft pick, so he's going to Cleveland Browns. I'm not a sports girl like that, but from what I understand, Cleveland is where quarterbacks go to die. I hope that is not the case with him. But there was just so much controversy around it. It was clear the NFL was sending a message to that man's daddy. I don't know about y'all. I'm young enough to remember Deion Sanders in his fine-ass prime. And he was who he said he was. He was very, very confident. He was that dude, and of course, that's genetic. People call Shador, them kids got some damn names on them, arrogant, cocky. All I've ever heard about him is people talking about his personality, how he's not professional. The problem is he knows who he is. He doesn't have to kiss ass. He knows that he belongs in this space. He doesn't come from a broken home. He comes from a 2-parent home. Both of his parents love him, and even that's a problem for y'all. So one moment it's about black young men not having a role model and me not being smart enough to sit an iPhone on a damn table, but he's everything we want our kids to experience. Talented, charismatic, confident. He loves God. And yeah, he pops his shit and y'all don't like it. So at this point, I don't know what it is y'all want. I really don't know what it is y'all want, but I know that when our kids are too confident and they have a solid foundation, that bothers y'all as well. So it's like, what do we want? What do we want? So that's my thing. And I think what really bothered me about the whole situation, again, I feel like we really should have left the NFL alone after Cap. I'm still with Cap, apparently, until it's a halftime show. Because we love to be entertained, right? We love to be entertained. We really should have left the NFL alone after Cap. That's what we should have did, but we can't help ourselves. So I just feel that when it comes to black amazing fathers, nothing's ever gonna be good enough. And I think there's jealousy. I think the people that really come down on Shador, Shiloh, and even the situation with Bronny, I think there are a lot of black men that see these young boys and their fathers opening doors for them, and it's something you wish you had. Because the conversation is about generational wealth, right? Ain't that what y'all be getting online, becoming influencers and selling all these business courses and all of this shit, trying to drain folks for you to teach them how to become millionaires? There's millionaires taking care of their boys, and y'all got a problem with it because it ain't you. What the fuck is going on? All right. It gets a little hood in the studio, y'all. It gets real hood. But yeah, I think that if the conversation is about how active and how great black fathers are, let them be great. Even when it's something that you couldn't imagine beyond your wildest dreams. I love to see it, and I'm here for it. So yeah, I had to get them 2 things off my chest because, baby, it's just a lot going on with black men, black sons right now. And oh, hold on, one more thing. So as Shador, is waiting to find out who he's gonna get drafted by, he gets a prank call. The prank call comes from the defense coordinator's son, the defense coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons of all teams. Ain't that crazy? I don't know about you guys. Now, there was a issued apology from both the organization and the son. The way my job works, if my laptop was open and my grown adult son accidentally got a hold of a prospect's phone number and decided to prank call them, why, I think I would lose my job. I think that's a pretty serious matter. I think that means your employee does not know how to keep important information confidential. So no, there was an apology, and that's it. And as a mother, it just broke my heart to see that. Of course, the kids took it in stride, but it's like, y'all say racism don't play a role in this? BS. Because why out of all people did Shador get prank called? You mean to tell me that boy didn't hear his daddy talking? He didn't hear some conversations with his drinking buddies about him? I refuse to believe it. So quit being freaky with 19-year-olds when you grown as hell. Let's bring that back. Because truly, some of y'all, stop messing with these little kids. It's not cute. Leave the kids alone. And also, when kids are being loved properly, when they are being given opportunities to be great, to continue on with legacy, to build generational wealth, let it happen. Quit fucking hating. And understand Black excellence does not need a cosign, does not need validation from you. Whatever we got going on, y'all, wear your mask, wash your hands, socially distance, and when you get a free moment, please remember to clean out your dirty bag. I'm done. Till next time.
Darling, there's only one God. Well, darling, there's only one God.